Hello everyone and welcome to the best crypto channel ever. We are going to try our best to give you the most important news and novelty regarding crypto. Please follow us, we will be uploading daily. Subscribe to our channel and do not miss out. A lot has happened in the crypto markets in the past several weeks. The decision by Elon Musk, Tesla's CEO, to stop accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for Teslas, sent the price of Bitcoin fall sharply. This is significant as Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency by market cap and at the present time trades at a deeply shocking $38,000. The current has enjoyed a first-mover advantage, leaving currencies such as Dogecoin to trail it very far behind. Nonetheless, some think about and wonder whether the end of Bitcoin is near, and the suggestions and insinuations for Dogecoin. Cryptocurrencies are credible and acceptable assets. They have emerged as a store of value, enabling millions and millions of people to invest in them as the global economies flush with cash and liquidity from central banks. There is no saying what this will mean for inflation over the long run. This is one cause why investors are piling into cryptocurrencies. But while the Bitcoin mania and obsession drove cryptocurrency markets for the longest time, it seems that affinity for the currency is diminishing and decreasing. This is great news for Dogecoin, as it means more and more people will eventually invest in the cryptocurrency, and that will also cause its price to rise over the long run. The currency is surrounded by large amounts of supply, which causes its price to rise only tepidly. Still, there is a notable amount of demand that could come from new investors, and the Doge community, as large percent of people cannot afford Bitcoin. The death of Bitcoin will be a net positive for Dogecoin, but it is not clear that the current trend in Bitcoin is only an instability and disorder. Even if the price picks up, the currency will lose. The currency will lose some power and influence, as investors are looking for newer currencies that are much inexpensive to invest in. Bitcoin is currently down by 10%, and it is meant to be an asset that is not correlated with financial markets or some other traditional assets. Regardless of some recent unpredictability and volatility, some experts attest that Bitcoin has traded in lockstep to broader financial markets. This could be an irregularity with grave implications for Dogecoin. Bitcoin is very high priced, and this means retail investors are looking for much cheaper substitutes. As such, Bitcoin's demise could spell a new era for Dogecoin, as more people are going to invest in the cryptocurrency in the future. Bitcoin has plummeted today due to several reasons. The currency has reversed huge gains, losing more than $300 billion of its net worth recently after the decision by Tesla to eliminate it from its payment infrastructure. Mining demands loads of energy, which is very bad for the environment, and that is why Elon started working with Dogecoin developers to streamline payment efficiency. We could imagine a situation where Doge is accepted as a form of payment, and that will cause the price of the crypto to rise. According to Michael Kramer, Bitcoin's breakdown could signal a change in risk aversion on Wall Street. He said, "Bitcoin is telling us the risk sentiment of the market overall is shifting, and we care about Bitcoin because we care about risk sentiment." Bitcoin prices are down circa 28% from a peak at $64,000 in the middle of April. Sunday's trade was turbulent for the world's most well-known crypto after a tweet from crypto bull and Elon Musk. The tweet was interpreted as a threat to unload the $1.5 billion investment in Bitcoin that the electric vehicle company announced back in February. According to some researchers, small capitalization securities could be one part of the industry driven more closely in line with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is related to financial markets, investors might worry about a contagion, and that is good news for Dogecoin. This is an explanation why Elon Musk and Mark Cuban have given the currency certain dose of legitimacy. As we saw, Russell Index fell more than 2.1% on Friday, and this makes it the biggest weekly drop since its big drop till March 26. The stocks do not have a very good week in general, but nonetheless they ended the 5-day rebound cycle with a good recovery. There are some concerns about inflation, but despite that, Bitcoin is still falling fast, and most of the predictions are in the course that the cryptocurrency will continue its fall. And you might think that this is bad news, but not for Doge. most of the analytics are just certain that its price will recover on a long run. The famous owner of Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban, confirmed that the cryptocurrencies like Doge and Bitcoin are evolving over time and they are becoming more customary in the everyday life. Cuban tweeted that Dogecoin is evolving from something that was theory into something that is becoming practice. Crypto and each implementation is evolving in real time from, what is the potential utility, to, what is the current utility and how many users does it have? Coin prices are now less a bet on the future and more a reflection on a real demand, said Mark Cuban in his tweet. Cuban always is saying that crypto is still in development and its demand is going to rise over time. He is emphasizing the fact that there is need of more education about crypto, but that this market is going to grow. Like all technologies that are new, this one as well, it takes a generation to grow and to get familiar. At this moment, crypto is in the phase where most of its users need more information. And the products and services need to be sold and delivered like promised. After that, crypto will come to the point where most of us are going to question themselves how we could live without it. Let us add one more thing. Hype pump is not marketing. If you want to know the value of a platform, look at the usage numbers or whatever utility, if anything, it provides. Doge is an example. Its future depends on whether people use it to buy things, or it gains other utility, underlines Cuban. Cuban is supporting Dogecoin on Twitter for a long time now. Many of his tweets and thoughts are around the growth and development on this crypto. One of the biggest problems that he underlined is that people are unable to withdraw any of their Dogecoin holdings from the Robinhood app. We can see that more people are asking to use the Doge as payment asset, and we saw that even Musk wants to work with Doge's developers. These are good news for the future of crypto and especially for Doge. This also means that the price is going to grow if most of the businesses are starting to accept this coin. Cuban recently tweeted, "Because Doge is the one coin that people use for transactions. We take many others via BitPay. But people spend their Doge and that means more businesses will start taking it. The greatest inhibitor to its growth is that you can't spend the Doge you buy on Robinhood. This financial shark is pushing more and more businesses to use the Doge as their everyday currency." He also allowed people to use Doge for buying stuff from the team stores of Dallas Mavericks. After that, we saw other companies doing the same. Now Kaiser collections are also accepting Doge as a form of payment. There are some lawsuits around Europe. But what is interesting is that most of the businesses are skeptical about Bitcoin, but they are accepting the Dogecoin as their preferred cryptocurrency. As we know, the demand for crypto is based on its utility. On one hand, for sure that Doge is credible store of value because the US economy, or any other for that matter, could become inflationary. And if you think about it, Doge could become a shield for your money against inflation. And soon it will be adopted around the world for buying goods and services. Most of the big financial players are agreeing that Doge has much more use cases than the biggest coin out there, the Bitcoin. Now you could buy a cup of coffee with Doge, but not with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is used only for luxury stuff because of its incredibly high price. It is fair to say that Doge is very credible asset and, as we know, it rose by more than 14,000% and it has the potential to do well if Bitcoin continues to go down. If we see more and more people getting educated and informed about Doge, and with its popularity that is going to happen, that will cause its value to rise over time. Most of the experts are saying that Bitcoin and Dogecoin are so-called generational technologies. And we already know that all generational technologies need time to grow. When people will become aware of the real-life uses for crypto, then we will see a rise in the price. Currently Doge is trading low, but that means that more people are going to invest in it on the long run. This is not the case for Bitcoin. Its price is very high. This means that it can be traded only by wealthier and more influential traders. This might be a huge opportunity for Doge, and when more and more people are going to accept it, we are going to see continuous and steady growth. This means that if Bitcoin is going a little bit down, that will be in favor of Doge. But nonetheless, The fundamentals for Doge are pretty good, and as we saw, it has a hopeful and great potential. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel. We wish you a good luck.